The Florida Gators, after a record-setting road trip, are back at home for the week with one of the nation's best offenses. They'll host the ASUN preseason favorites and Florida Gulf Coast. Welcome inside the broadcast booth here at KSP. That's the All-American Pitchers. Infield is in. That's a 4-pitch walk, so not quite the way you want to get your tenure started here at KSP.
Yeah, and that may just be a little bit of nerves. Again, this is one of the most renowned stadiums.
On today is if they get runners on, they're going to want to take off. But against one of the best catchers defensively behind home plate. Swung through, so how about that? You have the two extremes, a 4-pitch walk and play to get in the regional field. First time in 12 years. Runner takes off, Erickson, the gun, right on target. Jocelyn Erickson in plenty of time.
And it's definitely not.
One of pitcher's best friends there, caught stealing. 2-2, little check swing line drive to Cahalan, who we featured in the open. We'll see her coming up in a little bit at the plate. Will we see her in the bottom of the first? 519 games into the year. She's stolen 19 bases. She's perfect. And now over 100 career thefts. Payoff is bounced to second base. Drawn in was Tiffany Meek. Little shovel on to first. For the
Why not throw to her?
Challenger, right? You're
right.
A competitor.
Especially early in the game like this.
Well, 5-pitch walk. Gators will have their first base runner.
Follow Otis inside wherever she's at in the box.
Runner takes off, bouncer over the circle. It's cut off by Meek. Everybody's safe. No play for Tiffany Meek. Pretty surreal moment for them. Erickson lines this opposite field into left. Base hit. Shoemaker around third. The throw is cut off. Erickson comes through with an RBI single here in the first. And the Gators have a 1-0 lead.
So the pitch before, Erickson pulls it hard foul. This pitch out of the zone on the outside corner, and she sits back, lets it get deep, and drives it to left field.
You look at the first inning, Sydney, now. The Gators have outscored their opponents 55-5 pitches. Part of her development, 290 hitter last year. Bounces this back up the middle. Meek to her right will shovel for one. Meanwhile, Otis moves down to third. Erickson is retired 4-6. That is the second out here in the first.
On the outside part of the zone and made it work for her.
Here's Reagan Walsh. Runner takes off. First and third play. They'll just snap toss to third. Gets away. You force the catcher to try and make a play. When you make a mistake, the Gators will score a run. Corby Otis dances in the final 60 feet, and the Gators take a 2-0 lead. Maddox Thomas behind home plate was caught in between.
And a good idea with the fake throw to third, but just didn't quite have the execution. And the Gators capitalize and add another.
She's going to get set to turn a corner here. She's have 12 RBI, couple of home runs. High chopper, back up the middle, surfs into center. Cahalan around third, the throw, one hop is late. Reagan Walsh, welcome back to the picture. 3 runs in here in the first. RBI single for the Gator first baseman. How about this start here for the orange and blue?
Yeah, and what I like from the Gators is that they're not doing too much. Again, these are all just ground balls up the middle, and they're capitalizing on every mistake that is made. So again, you had the bad throw from Thomas behind the plate, moves Cahalan to second base.
As you know, it's a sport where you fail about 70% of the time, and you're considered a really good offensive player. As this hits Mia Williams, we'll head down to first. This nightmare start to the game continues here for Allison Sparkman. 8th batter to the plate coming up here for Ava Brown. SEC all-second team. Tremendous freshman year with 13 home runs. Swings away on a 2-2. Ropes one to center. Diving catch from Viancos. Took away possibly 2 RBI for Ava Brown.
Being a legend of the game, go into retirement, but you just admire the journey that they've had.
Nice catch by Mia Williams. Robs Alexis Coles to start here the second. Sure, Coach Darrows didn't like that too much. So far this year for FGCU, just 6-12 start. Play all their non-conference games in this state. Thomas lines one softly to right. And Shoemaker's there to make the grab for out number 2. Mentioned the nerves a little high maybe in that first batter for Oxley. 4-pitch walk. In her KSP debut, picks up a strikeout. That is her second of this start at their old stomping grounds. Holtorf lines this off the glove of the shortstop, Sophie Wiley. That should be a base hit for the Gators shortstop. How about that? Did you ever get a chance to go back and play or practice at your old?
And that's my question is, how do you play her? Because, I mean, she has the power, but she's also so fast. You know, she can lay a bunt down, too.
Swings away here. Nice diving stop by Meek. No play. Was on her knees, but by the time she looked at first. A 2-2. It's a drive. Right center field, of course. A star continues to rake. Number 11.
Really becoming a regular occurrence. I mean, a pitch that just was too far over the middle of the plate, little up in the zone, right in Shoemaker's wheelhouse. And she just drives it.
Truly is remarkable, and it's effortless. The power, Sydney, that she has in her swing. And she doesn't swing it last year at an over 8 ERA, just 6 trips inside the circle. Payoff coming. That's ball 4, just off the plate. So Otis is on for a second time. Oh-2 on its way. Scorched in the air, pretty deep left field. Back to the warning track is Olivia Black to make the catch. Otis retreats. Yeah, when you struggle, it can be a
ball and doing all of the little things. And 2, I think coming into an environment like this, you know, with college softball today, the transfer portal, these players have to be vulnerable because that's how you build relationships with your teammates. It's a different team every year, and so.
Her career high in the average. Swings away, rips one to third. Tag up third for 1, throw across, double play. That goes 5-3 for the final 2 outs of the frame. Reagan Walsh hits another one. Drum roll. We won't drum roll.
Oh, no, we have a method
okay.
to the madness. I'm going to expand. I just want to set the standard of your expectation.
How about Oxley? Back. Not all that creative. It's popped up. This should be the second out of the inning, and there's Holtorf. There is certainly a spot up for grabs behind Keegan Rothrock with how things play out. Swung through for strike 3. Oxley is a train coming down the tracks. That's the 4th strikeout. That is a new career high.
She hit, and I was like, my goodness, the amount of power that she has.
That one's low. I believe that went over the scoreboard. That home run.
Yes, it did. Pitchers were learning real quick what her name was and started to circle it.
Uppercuts this one. Will stay in the ballpark for Villancos. Grabs it. Popped up. Williams was taking off again and to slam the brakes. It was almost like a cartoon character, the way she stopped her feet in short motion and sprinted back to first as soon as she saw.
Inning, so seeing what she can do whenever she stands in.
Gator star awaits. Takes strike 3. Wiley earns the Eagles' first strikeout of the night. The Gators, they are blanked at the plate for the first time of the night. Through 3. Florida news that she was going to start against New Mexico State. Sorella chases. That's number 5 for Oxley.
Here at KSP, if she's rolling, you just got to let her go, I think. You know, again, once pitchers get in a rhythm, it's not something you necessarily want to disrupt.
And 0-2 nabs the outside corner.
Because, I mean, that is hard work.
Bouncer in front of home, Oxley. That's a smart play to just hold on to it, but that'll be the first hit for FGCU. Comes off the bat of Avery Villancos.
My junior year, we came here, and I do believe I got 2 wins.
Meanwhile, as Coles goes down on strikes, how about lucky number 7 for Caitlin Oxley? We'll go down memory lane with Sydney Littlejohn Watkins when you come back. Oxley is rolling.
It's going to be foul. Let's say she swings, then I'm going with an off speed just to get her timing off.
Shoemaker, how about that? For Kendall Wiley has that feather in her cap. That's ball 4. Otis leads the team in walks. That is now walk number 20 on the
bullpen with all the different pitchers managing those personalities.
Oh, this one has liftoff. Deep to right field and gone. That thing was way up there. Jossie goes deep for the 5th time this year. A 2-run shot. And the Gators have this one in run rule territory.
See this pitch just on that inner half, but not quite low enough. Just right in Erickson's wheelhouse. And again, earlier this inning, Wiley goes out, gets the strikeout of Shoemaker, but then again, the protection in this lineup.
Home runs. They've homered in 8 straight games as a team. Halen chases this in the dirt. Throw down to first, and the put out is complete for the strikeout. 2-way. Also, Florida now 11 multi.
And hits you into a double play.
An 0-1. Well, that one's smoked out to right center field. That'll hit the alleyway, go to the wall. And a double for Reagan Walsh. 2-hit night for the Gator first baseman. She's back in a groove. Pinch running at second base. Reagan's got her groove back tonight. Multi-hit performance. This one in the dirt. Shaw will move up 60 feet easily. Aggressive turn around third. Williams provided 2-out RBI. Bouncer to third. Short hop, hard play. Gibson ropes one across to just get Williams.
Which is what you want from a pitcher in a potential last inning? Or is it something where she's pressing a little bit too much and kind of starts to go outside the zone?
Off speed, dazzling KSP debut.
Such a wide.
So talented, you can't really pin one down. Gibson pops this up. Short right field. Shoemaker says, I got that, Mia Williams. And the Gators 1 out away in a start that Oxley is only allowed 2 down to their final out. And most of this crowd will rise to its feet. Caught on and miss. Strikeout number 9 seals the night. An incredible KSP debut for Caitlin Oxley. The Polk County product shares hugs with her teammates. And now Tim Walton, career victory, 999, the 12th run rule victory of the year. Gators run away with this one. Sydney, your final thoughts?
Yeah, great night for Caitlin Oxley. Again, her debut in this stadium, comes in, gets the win, goes the complete